You are listening to Gamepocalypse Radio.
What's up, everybody? This is Gamepocalypse Radio live on the air. This is JC Jason, your host, spinning the hits of everything from the world of video games and non-video games, hopefully playing some of your favorites. We also wish all contestants good luck. Go out there and win. But in honor of Mario Brothers appearing on our game roster this year for 2019, we're going to play an oldie but a goodie. Most of you will probably know this one. Super Mario. Thank you, Koji Kondo. And now, how about we switch it up a bit? Play one of my old favorites, AC/DC Shook Me, all night long here on Gamepocalypse Radio. Oh, Mr. Danzig, you might be a meme now, but you can still rock. That was Danzig, Twisted Cane, and before that was AC/DC's You Shook Me All Night Long. And hey, I don't know about you folks, but here in the Gamepocalypse Radio studio, things are getting hot. I think I'm catching a fever. Just might be Pac-Man fever. Whew, I think I just about recovered from my fever there, thanks to the DK rap taking care of things. Sometimes you just want to kick some ass. So how about Manowar, House of Death, coming at ya, Gamepocalypse Radio. Oh, those guys sure got it, don't they? Now, let's take you back in time a little bit to a young man named Jimi Hendrix. Gamepocalypse Radio. I hope everybody's feeling good out there on this Gamepocalypse night. And you know who else is feeling good? James Brown. That was James Brown, followed by Tetris from Russia with Love. And you know what I love? Super Mario 64. Let's hit it. And that was Black Sabbath with Mob Rules from 1981. That was actually the second album that Ronnie James Dio had recorded with Black Sabbath before coming back in 1992 with Dehumanizer. And coming up next, we've got Pantera, Gamepocalypse Radio. We're glad you're here. And that was the Sonic theme, followed by Queen's Don't Stop Me Now. A little bit of synergy going on there, folks, in case you missed it. And that was Bruce Dickinson's Silver Wings. And you know, folks, if you guys are getting as wasted as you usually do at Gamepocalypse, I think everybody's going to be flying. So let's take things down a little bit with something a little more ground-based. Here's Legend of Zelda Orchestral Theme. By now, you guys are probably feeling the rage. How about Streets of Rage coming up on Gamepocalypse Radio? For anybody who didn't catch it, that was the DuckTales theme, everybody. And coming up next, like a rock, like a planet, like a fucking atom bomb, Gamepocalypse Radio is playing Bad Religion. Now coming up next, folks, we got the rock block coming at you. Destruction, Motley Crue, and Van Halen win a non-stop block of rock on Gamepocalypse Radio. And that was Van Halen's Runaround. You know who I think's probably running around right now? Your host, I betcha. So let's give him one of his old favorites. This is Rancid, Ruby Soho. And that was Ministry with Jesus Built My Hot Rod. And you know, Josh never built a hot rod of his own, but he did build that arcade machine over there. Go give him a pat on the back if you see him. But coming up next, we've got the Distillers walking through a hall of mirrors. Gamepocalypse Radio. We're glad you're here. We're starting to feel a little bit of a chill in the air here in the Gamepocalypse Radio studio. Looks like we've got a triple threat of scary game music coming up. Gamepocalypse Radio. Woo, folks, we made it out alive. Let's play something a little more upbeat. Whew. Okay, folks, enough of that. Let's get back to masculine, big, beefy guys in loincloths. This is Manowar, Hail and Kill. Hey everybody, it's me, JC Jason, back here. We had Manowar, Hail and Kill, followed by Overkill's I Hate, and rounding it out, Metallica's Orion. here on Gamepocalypse Radio. We got more rock coming your way right now. It's time to get the lead out with Rush. JC Jason back again. I hope everybody's having a great time out there at Gamepocalypse 2019. Let's play some hits from the arcade. All right, folks, that was some real classic content, I'm telling you. How about we listen a little bit of Ozzy? Hope everybody's having a good time out there at Gamepocalypse this year, but I know that some of you probably aren't having the best of days. Maybe you lost the game, maybe you lost the match. Don't give up hope. This one's for you. All right, folks, now let's kick things up a notch. This is Disco Tex and the Sexolettes. That's going to be followed by one of my personal favorites, Gamepocalypse Forever, performed by Dave Kalman. Coming up next on Gamepocalypse Radio. Ooh, he really belted that one out, didn't he? Here's somebody else who's going to belt one out. Brian Johnson with AC/DC. All right, folks, now let's mix it up with a little bit of DMX. He's going to give it to you, you know. And coming up next, we've got Melvin Morrison, owner and founder of Morrison Meats, here to answer some of our questions in the studio. But coming up next, another rock block. Welcome back, everybody. And like I said, I'm here with my exclusive interview with the head of Morrison Meats. As we know, the tagline is fresh from the farm to your door. So, Mr. Morrison, from what I understand, you pluck and boil the rat eyeballs yourself. Is that correct?
Well, that's what we do.
Okay, now that scabies outbreak that was at the Morrison farms, now that I think they said that affected 87% of the meat that went out. So you're not doing a recall, though. Is that correct?
That'd be correct. We're not going to do any recalls on any of our meat products.
Okay, so
Excuse me, my agent is calling.
Oh, sure, of course.
Or texting me. Let me respond to this text.
Certainly.
Okay. Yes. Send out the meat. Ignore disease. Okay. I'm back with you.
Okay. So there's basically there's only a 13% chance out there that people are purchasing meat that's not tainted by scabies rat.
13% chance. Yeah, it's pretty good odds, I'd say.
Okay. So you said anybody who actually is able to get the meat, eats it, and does not die, gets a free, all-expense-paid trip to your factory to take a tour, right?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you're calling that the Golden Bone, right?
Golden Bone Tour.
Okay, I see.
It's...
I see. So,
yes.
So now... It's my understanding that because of this promotion that's actually been going on for a couple of years already, right? The entire population of Rhode Island is dead. Now, you said, I think in an interview previously, that you were going to open factories in Rhode Island because of all the free space. Are those plans still holding true?
Well, there was a disaster after we opened up the factories in Rhode Island, and everyone died.
What was that disaster exactly? Was that with the one with the bees or the wolves?
There was the wolves and the bees, and it got messy. It's hard to comment on at the moment.
Messy indeed. I believe that they said you won't be able to inhabit 12% of the land for about 75 years just because of what they're now calling the Morrison meets Chernobyl effect. Now, you had said previously, and I think that very same interview, in fact, that you have your top scientists working on that, and that the mutant fishmen are not a problem. But I've gotten a lot of reports here. My other colleagues in the media have also been hearing this about the mutant fishmen babies. It was my understanding that a Morrison Meat spokesman put out a press release specifically stating that they would be unable to mate with human women, but we're getting reports of otherwise. Is your information telling you differently, sir?
We've reached an agreement with the fish people that we would be supplying them with discounted meat products so they can live comfortably.
Now let me stop you there, sir. When you say discounted meat products, I believe what you're really referring to is young virgin high school cheerleaders. That's what I've been seeing being taken into the Morlock Monsters. I guess we could call them makeshift caves.
That would be correct, yes.
Until they're able to take over the eastern seaboard, as is their plan, the Merking has explained.
Yes, but we're looking to expand operations across the board. We would like...
Are you working with them for distribution purposes? Is that the plan?
I can't go into too many details at the moment.
understand.
I just would like to
Okay, I understand.
kind of wait and see how things evolve.
Evolve is the word. We've had a lot of hybrid human fishman children actually starting to enroll in preschools, I believe, and kindergarten. The interesting thing is that the science fairs are packed with these fishmen, which is actually making us wonder if they're going to enslave us because of their enhanced intelligence over us by comparison. Should we be fearing for our own lives and perhaps battening down the hatches in anticipation of some sort of fishman-caused apocalypse against humanity?
Well, see, when we get them all everywhere they need to be, and everyone has their own protectors, as we could call them now, keeping them safe, it will be a better world.
Okay, and that 2-for-1 ground chuck coupon, that's still valid, right?
That is correct.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Mr. Morrison. I really appreciate your time.
It's good to be here.
All
Thank
hail,
you.
all hail our mutant merman overlords. Please do not kill me or my family. Have a good night, everybody. Gamepocalypse rolls on, and so does Gamepocalypse Radio. Coming up next, we've got John Williams, Golden Axe, and Vincent Black Shadow. Keep it locked to Gamepocalypse Radio, as if you have a choice. And that was great. How about some Eraser from Hypocrisy? Coming up on Gamepocalypse Radio. And now we're going to throw it over at our good friend Melvin Morrison from Morrison Meets. Let's hear what he has to say on Gamepocalypse Radio.
Hello, my fellow game enthusiasts. This is Chairman and CEO of Morrison Meats, Melvin Morrison. I just wanted to drop by to let you all in on the deal of a lifetime. For one day only, we are slashing prices on all meat products in our warehouse. So come on down on Sunday, May 19th to Morrison headquarters, where we will be giving tours of the rodent processing facilities and showing the live demonstrations of our coveted state-of-the-art horse pulverizer. All guests will receive complimentary test meat products to enjoy on-site, and all products will be available for purchase at 16% off. This has been Melvin Morrison of Morrison Meats, official sponsor of Gamepocalypse Sex, and you are listening to Gamepocalypse Radio. Thank you.
Okay, now coming up next, we've got Skeletons of Society, The Wicker Man, and Too High to Get It Right with a Metal Block coming up. Coming up next on Gamepocalypse Radio, we've got Jefferson Airplane and Mega Man, along with Metal Gear Solid. Gamepocalypse Radio is rolling on tonight, but it's time for me to take a little bit of a break. JC Jason will return later tonight, but for now, stay tuned for The Rager Rick here on Gamepocalypse Radio.
Hey everybody out there in Gameland, this is the Rager Rick Rally, and you're listening to Gamepocalypse Radio. Coming up, we have some classic hits straight out of Hyrule, so strap on your ocarina and let's rock! This is the Rager Rick Rally, coming back at you with another rock block, so just keep on gaming.
Hey, how about we turn things up a little?
Rager Rick Rally here, and we are just about to cut to the skies for the weather and traffic with Johnny Drizzle. How's it looking up there, Johnny?
Hey there, Rick. Johnny Drizzle here, live from the Sky Camp. We are flying over the Mushroom Kingdom, and currently, fireballs are raining down on Bowser and friends. It looks like it's going to be a hot day, so stay underground, Mario and Luigi.
Damn, Johnny, it sounds like Armageddon out there. How's the traffic?
Liberty City is experiencing extremely heavy traffic due to massive pileups all over downtown. We are getting reports that SWAT forces have been deployed to take out a tank that has apparently been apprehended by a local man who stole the vehicle and then proceeded to shoot missiles at oncoming traffic. A growing number of civilian and police lives have been lost in the last 6 minutes. We will continue to cover the story as it... Oh God! He shot a missile at us! Get down! Duck! Ah!
Hey, Johnny, quit playing around. Johnny? That's the weather and traffic.
what's going on
You're
with the
listening
signal?
to Gamepocalypse Radio. This is Rager Rick Rally.
Becomes enraged and he loses it, and he becomes enraged and he loses it, and he becomes enraged.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, but it looks like everything is back in order now. So let's get right into it.
Hello, Gameland. This is the Rager, Rick Rally. It's getting a little late, so maybe it's time to
Play some more games because the night never ends. Let's party!
Hey everyone at Gamepocalypse 6! This is Hot Dave, and I'm bringing you the old tunes that make you feel good. Alright!
I'm JC Jason, and I'm back with more Gamepocalypse Radio. Everybody bust out your cocaine. This is Three Dog Night. Mama told me not to come. Here on Gamepocalypse Radio. We're glad you're here. Welcome back, and now get ready for a non-stop block of 3 tracks featuring Black Sabbath, Talking Heads, and maybe a little bit of Zelda. Well, I certainly hope there's no psycho killers here at Gamepocalypse tonight. That would result in some impossible brutality. All right, folks, I wonder if anybody out there is feeling that cat scratch fever, because I'm going to play some Black Sabbath. JC Jason back again here, but I'm actually going to take a quick break and hand it over to DJ Eroction, my good buddy. He's got what you need here on Gamepocalypse Radio.
This is DJ Eroction. Coming up next, we have Testaments Into the Pits. We got a classic coming up for you right now. It's Little Richard's Long Tall Sally. Here comes Harry Belafonte's Jumpin' the Line. Here comes a classic from Castlevania. An oldie but a goodie from Super Mario World. Here comes Motorhead's Ace of Spades.